just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Good everybody, welcome to Outside the Playbook. I'm not going to tell you to like or subscribe to the channel because if you stick around long enough, you're going to do it on your own. Gils Arena was talking about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan's reverse pivot. I heard the snippet of the conversation, created a short with the actual video of Michael Jordan doing the move first, and he's done it on multiple occasions. And somebody in the comments said there's a lot more to that video that I just hadn't heard yet. So decided to look it up, find a full clip. We about to check it out. There's a lot of cursing because it is Gils Arena. So let's see what they had to say.
That's not the conversation we're having. You said he's a carbon. We started this off as you said he's a carbon.
I never said that. I never said that.
You said he did his moves better. You said he did his moves better. I'm saying which move?
It does matter.
No.
You know why it matters?
It don't matter.
Because people not going to make Mike go to his counter.
It don't matter.
If you can't go, because I know this. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Kobe Bryant made a move. Let me tell you this. Kobe created a move. Kobe created a move, right? You know who he created the move against? It was the reverse pivot. I think it was in a preseason game. I'm mistaken. It was pump fake, reverse pivot, boom.
It was on him.
No, it was against a greater defender.
Okay. Okay, no, let him finish. It was against him. No, when he was in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
It was the first time we ever seen the move. Before the New York shit, it was against him. Created the move because the defense.
Which is completely false. All right. I posted the video as a short. Go check that out. Posted it recently. Got some hits. Kobe was not the first one to do this move, on top of the fact that Michael Jordan actually did the move versus a young Kobe Bryant. But the more you know, right?
He made him do a counter. He had to go to counters. Counters. Mike didn't have to go to counters. He went straight to the two dribble, bang, bang. Now imagine niggas being good enough to make you go to three counters. You're in the corner, you got two niggas on you, you go, oh shit, oh he over here. Oh, I'm a fade anyway.
They like this.
For three.
Shot he made over.
For three.
I got it.
For three.
Nice. You seen that shot he made over?
Oh, it's 2 seconds on the clock. I got D Wade and another nigga on me. Let me bank that shit for game on.
All right. You hear Nick Young making comments about the Craig Elo shot. Michael Jordan shot going to his left, a double pump, fadeaway jump shot for game. Why does that have anything to do with the conversation? Don't know. It's irrelevant. Rashad McCant's point about Michael Jordan not having counters. You mean to tell me this man averaged 30 to 35 points versus the Bad Boys Pistons? Now, mind you, most people don't talk about this fact because, you know, it's not a sexy conversation. Everybody talks about how he couldn't get past Detroit, but he still fed them 30 to 35 points. How do you do that without having counters to everything Chuck Daly, Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn, Adrian Dantley, Vinnie Johnson? How are you doing all of that to that team and not having counters? That makes no sense. Just go back and watch film. That's all you had to do. Now, look, they in the NBA. Cool. Played at the highest level in the league. Cool. That doesn't mean they're right about everything. The ability to go back and do your homework is available. So you can clearly watch film and see Michael Jordan had an extensive list of counters for everything that was thrown his way.
On Christmas.
Let me dunk on the white.
Merry Christmas, niggas.
Oh, my bad.
All right.
What are y'all talking about?
Hey man, listen, I ain't gonna lie.
What are you talking about?
Shake his hand. Shake that nigga's hand.
What are we talking about? Now, do you see the shirt I got on? Do you know the nigga that he dunked on? This nigga right here is the best shot blocker of all time.
Now, since you don't, I'm sorry, since you don't possess
all time.
Since you don't,
he almost jumped over the nigga.
I'll let you talk. You ready?
Gil, make
You might want to back up a little bit.
This is number 8.
Since you want to back up a little bit.
This ain't even number 24.
He's going to fill me on this one.
Don't feel him.
You said Kobe Bryant had to do a bunch of moves. right?
Counters.
Counters. The reason niggas like us didn't have counters because our first move couldn't be stopped.
No, because
whoa, I let you talk.
You were playing against point guard.
I let you eat. Hold on. I let you eat.
You're playing against.
I let you eat.
Taller than you.
My first move against Kobe, lunch meat. I didn't have no counters because you couldn't stop the first move because I was faster than you. Jordan wasn't stopped. Jordan wasn't stopped because who had the athleticism?
It was 5 people looking at Kobe. It was one person looking at you.
Okay, how about this? I want you to be true. I want you to be truthful.
Yes.
Who was more athletic, you or Kobe?
Then you had.
Shut up. Who was more athletic, you or Kobe?
Nigga, Kobe. Nigga, I never disrespect.
Exactly.
I see where he's going. He's not talking about Kobe's athleticism versus the field. He's talking about in comparison to Michael Jordan. Probably, if not one of the most athletic players in the history of the game. All right. Michael Jordan, and everybody forgets about this fact. Michael Jordan, the young MJ, jumping over everybody, faster than everybody. Nobody can stop him one-on-one. Okay. He was athletically gifted and superiorly gifted than everybody else. That wasn't always the case with Kobe, especially the guys he was going against. Allen Iverson, D. Wade, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. That wasn't always the case.
Exactly.
Being honest. He being honest. He being honest.
But since it matters,
being honest.
since it matters who's guarding people, right?
No. Wait, hold on.
You talking about he had to create a move against who?
All right, what
You.
No.
What position I play?
Four.
Yeah. No, he's talking about your team.
No, me. No.
He played the Kenny.
No, he said team. You said them.
Me. No.
The reason
the move.
Marquinhos had to guard him is because he knew nobody else on that team got a chance.
played the four.
Nobody else.
the four.
Yes, but he knew he could. He knew he could play it.
What I'm the argument, but the argument is Kobe had to do moves because Kobe wasn't physically gifted enough to get by the person the first time. He wasn't physically gifted.
I was with Gil for a minute. He wasn't physically gifted to get by the person that was guarding him. Young Kobe, number 8. You see the shirt that McCants got on. He didn't get to that. He didn't get in that situation by accident. He went by somebody and then jumped over somebody else. I'm not with Gil on that one. I'm not with him because a lot of Kobe's highlights, he's going by somebody, driving baseline, and dunking on somebody else. Number 8 was a scary dude. But again, the conversation takes a shift when it's measured against Michael Jordan. Okay? That's the comparison. We're not comparing Kobe to everybody. We're comparing him to Jordan. So those two compared against each other, no. Kobe was not the more athletically gifted player.
Whoa!
But that's a crazy statement.
You just said that. He's not physically gifted enough to go by a nigga on a first move?
We just talked about the big
So what does he need a second or third move for?
How just a book? Nigga, it's called 1, 2, 3. When you got
Why do you need 2, 3 if you get the first
way on my first move? If you're not playing defense, I'm trying to go by you. You in the way. You a non-defender.
That's tough.
No. Stop. He's talking about nigga had 2, 3 moves and Jordan just had a 1-2 pull-up. The reason the 1-2 pull-up, they couldn't stop the 1-2. What the fuck do I need a counter for if you can't stop this one?
Elo course.
Right.
Elo can't stop.
What I'm saying is, if you cannot stop,
right,
boom, you can't stop that. What the fuck do I need to do this shit for? I only do that.
Now, I don't know why Nick Young is acting like he was guarded by Craig Elo for 82 games and then another 16 games in the playoffs. Back then, it was like 12 to 15. No. All right. Yeah. He knew, all right, maybe Craig Elo can't guard this move. He knew for a fact, if you go back and watch interviews, Dan Marley couldn't change directions well. So I'm going to attack that. That's a fact. If Nick Young is guarded by somebody, he's going to attack their weakness. If Gilbert Arenas is guarded by somebody, he's going to attack their weakness. Like, I don't understand the comments about bringing up certain players like, all right, this is who you were guarded by. All right, Michael Jordan's going to hang 45, 50 on him. Does it mean more if you drop 45 to 50 on a great defender? Okay, it does. So when he was guarded by Joe Dumars and he fed him about 35 to 40, does he get credit for that? When he's guarded by somebody like Dennis Rodman and he's feeding you 35 to 40, does he get credit for that? When you're guarded by Clyde Drexler in the NBA Finals and you make 6 straight three-pointers, do you get credit for that? When you're guarded by great defense or terrible defense, Michael Jordan's going to get his. That's what I'm not understanding about the logic. Sure, Kobe played against D-Wade. Didn't play against D-Wade 82 games in a season. Didn't play against Iverson 82 games in a season. No. Night in, night out, depending on who's guarding him, Kobe was going to get to it. That's a fact. Night in, night out, doesn't matter who's guarding him or what team he went against, Jordan was going to get to it. The conversation about that's done. About Michael Jordan only needing a 1 or 2 dribble pull-up, that's not accurate, okay? That's just what he knew nobody could stop because his what is the word I'm looking for? Because the bag that he had, he's going to go down the list. Okay, I know this player can't guard this, so this is what I'm going to do. I know this player is smaller. I'm going to take him down to the block. I know this player can't change directions. I'm going to hit him with this move. I'm going to attack the basket. I know there's not a shot blocker back there. You're on an island by yourself, you're in trouble. Or I know it's a shot blocker back there, but this guard can't guard me. And the person that's underneath the basket, he's not going to be quick enough to get to me before I get to my launching pad. Go look at the Jordan rules. Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. We cannot let Mike get to his launching pad. If he does, you lay him out. That's why they had those rules. Because once he got to the launching pad, he's either going to go over you or around you. And they couldn't stop either. So to this point, I disagree with Gil heavily.
And we can go buy him the
I didn't get by you. I didn't get by you.
I'm not going to have to go to a secondary move if Austin Reeves is guarding me. I don't have to go to a secondary move. How many moves does Fox have? If I got Drew Holiday on me, I got to go to my secondary.
Okay, look. How many moves does Fox have? Hold on. How many moves does Fox have? 1. How many moves did John Wall have?
Next person is
1, right? How many moves did Westbrook have? They were so they don't need. You can't stay in front of them. They don't need no moves.
This is what he's saying.
If you're
you
slow,
get one person, the next person in there.
That step up.
Move.
Yes, secondary. I got a counter for that.
5 people is guarding.
No, we're not talking one-on-one. We're talking about having counters.
No, we are talking about
counters.
We're talking about
counters. You need. Hold on. Look at him. No, stop. Hold on. How slow is Luka? How slow is Luka? Obviously, Luka.
I'm talking about the. I said the.
What is the step?
It was because that.
There's 4 niggas what you said.
But that's what the
40 niggas.
That's what happened.
Hey, this whole thing is breaking down quick.
That's what happened.
Hold on. You don't need to stop.
No, I don't.
You need to.
I don't need no.
Hey,
What he got to do?
Hold on.
He got to slow down. He got to slow down. Load up on a fast nigga. He got to slow down. We loading up on Gil.
package. He could.
95, 96, 90. He did not.
Everything Jordan did and multiplied, he did it better. So
Nick saying that
D-Wade is the third.
Kobe is better than
Paul Pierce, you got Ray Allen, you got T-Mac, you got.
just overall. Nick, what do you
I don't feel like MJ had shooting guards too.
saw your face when you heard that?
D-Wade was the
mediocre.
Do you agree with Nick saying that?
D-Wade is the third. It was more. Jordan was like.
Nick saying that.
D-Wade is the.
So apparently there's a whole portion that I actually missed. Let's go back and see where the beginning of this conversation actually happened and turned into what we just saw.
Third.
Kobe is better than
Paul Pierce, you got Ray Allen, you got T-Mac, you got.
Just overall. Nick, what do you
I don't
say?
feel like MJ had a package. He could jump, he could have finish like Kyrie, but I don't think his package was more quick moves to the hole and jump high and finish.
Yeah,
A whole lot of pause sitting next to Dwight Howard.
Skill-wise, yeah. He took everything Jordan did and multiplied it. He did it better. So
It had more. It added himself to it.
Okay.
Threes,
You got to get better.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to get better. It involves. You got to get better.
So what did he?
Kobe is phenomenal. Phenomenal. But to say that everything that Kobe did was multiplied better than Michael Jordan, it's just not doing your homework. It's not being honest about the game. And that's showing that you didn't actually pay close attention to Mike like that. You didn't pay close to it. You didn't pay attention to it. You didn't do your homework. You didn't study, because that's not actually the truth. Because a lot of it was the same. Majority of it. He just got it from somewhere, brought it to this generation, because you got to think, Allen Iverson wasn't moving like that. Tracy wasn't. Vince Carter wasn't. Paul Pierce. None of those guys was playing that way anymore. So we didn't have a Michael Jordan in this generation until Kobe took a part of Jordan's game, made it a part of his own. That doesn't mean he made it better or multiplied it. He just shot threes better than Mike. Okay. But it was pretty much the same game across the board.
Yeah, 81.
I'm a fan of both, huh?
Yeah, 81.
He created the
Okay, no,
reverse pivot.
Yeah,
81 points in the game. Okay. But I didn't even ask the fucking question. I ain't even asked the question yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
The motherfucker, he had 81. Like, no shit, he had 81. Nigga. We all knew it. I ain't even asked the goddamn question yet.
Brother Knowledge.
Brother
Go
knowledge.
ahead. Brother Knowledge. Hit me with your shit, brother.
Yeah, I ain't even asked the goddamn question. This nigga just right out.
Come on with it. Come on
He
with
had
it.
81. Like,
Come on with it.
Okay.
Come on with it.
Come on, Knowledge.
Okay, we know he had 81. Now can I ask my question?
Yes, Knowledge.
Right?
Yes, Knowledge.
God damn. So y'all say he enhanced MJ's game. Okay, so what did he do that MJ didn't do? Okay, the pump fakes, the different finishes.
Yeah.
I get, yes, okay, but what did he do that MJ didn't do?
What did MJ do? He had a fadeaway, drive, fade, pump fake, spin, pump fake.
MJ?
Pump. No, Kobe. I'm talking about spin, pump fake. This way.
He enhanced the perimeter
Yeah, he
skill
enhanced
set.
it.
The
So if you
toolbox,
make it
the
better,
toolbox
are
on
you
the
better?
perimeter.
Yeah.
When you talk about footwork,
better.
So
he took MJ's mid-range footwork and he put it to the
Wait,
But
hold
my
on,
thing
hold
is,
on.
so let me ask you this. So
Extended.
That is not
the mid-range game, but
That's not.
He extended it. He
No.
MJ
Y'all let y'all let that media
That's what I'm
bullshit.
saying.
Y'all let media bullshit.
man, y'all better go watch.
Y'all know,
Thank
you know I'm a student.
Kobe's. Okay, you a student?
Kobe game is not.
Then why the fuck are you talking about Kobe enhanced MJ's
He didn't.
moves when you're only talking about MJ 95, 96, 90? He did not. He did not.
Who was talking 95,
MJ did
96?
not
Who's
have a
saying
big-
that?
Kobe don't look nothing like MJ in 84 to 93. He don't know who that nigga.
He's not lying. And I've never thought about this point. I've never looked at it like that. If you look at Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, based on what Gil is saying, that is not Mike from 84 to 93. He is not wrong at all. Completely different styles. And I'm not talking about moves. I'm talking about styles. All right? It's not the same. Michael Jordan came back and had to change his game because he knew his athleticism was waning. He was still a superior athlete versus a lot of players. He wasn't what he was in the 80s or the early 90s. I mean, if you look back, 1990, I say 92 Michael Jordan. Pure athlete and skill mixed in and killer instinct. Probably the best player we have ever seen. Now, obviously, there's LeBron fans, they're going to throw him in the conversation. That's fine because they're all in the GOAT convo. But that version of Michael Jordan, from athleticism to skill to killer instinct, the greatest player we've ever seen. Kobe doesn't look like that guy. His game and the moves and the skill set looks like the guy after Michael Jordan retired and came back for the late 90s run. And Gil is not lying.
Nigga is.
Who you say that?
MJ in 84 to 93, Kobe don't know what that guy looks like.
Hold on, whoa.
He learned Michael Jordan's old nigga come back with the post-up fadeaway. That's the MJ
Yep.
he mimicked. He did not mimic Air Jordan. He mimicked Michael Jordan.
The first 10 years of
So
Kobe Bryant.
when he averaged 37, 38, all of them was dunks and threes?
He was playing against
Michael Jordan.
Elo, fucking Mark Bryant.
I didn't ask you who he was playing.
Cleveland Cavaliers was the
You
best
can't
second
fucking
team.
split hairs with me, nigga. I didn't ask you who he was playing against.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say who he was playing against.
And that's what led into the second part of the convo. Okay. My personal opinion, Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. Michael Jordan is the greatest shooting guard of all time. And Kobe and then D Wade. Kobe took a lot of parts of Michael's game. All right? A lot of parts. But they were two different players. All right. The version of Kobe we say looks like Mike, we have never seen a situation where Kobe Bryant is compared to the early Michael Jordan, and I never thought about that. Never. We always just took it and ran it. And like Gil said, that's the media stuff. That's fair because we do see a lot of similarities, especially in mentality, right? But my whole thing about it is this. We have gotten to a point where we completely ignored film. We completely ignore watching the games. We've gone with a narrative that Michael Jordan didn't play against anybody. Michael Jordan, all of a sudden now, doesn't have counters. Michael Jordan wasn't that skilled. When did that become part of the narrative versus what we actually seen in the games? Michael Jordan didn't face anybody. Okay, that's your opinion, but facts say that when we watch the actual games, he was guarded by more than one person. He was also guarded by multiple defenders at one time and still went crazy. He was guarded by some of the greatest defenses of all time. And he still fed them 30, 35, 40. And if we're talking about the Boston Celtics, 63. But let me know in the comments. Do you think that Kobe Bryant took everything that Michael Jordan did and enhanced it and multiplied it? And also, let us know in the comments. Michael Jordan only had one move. That's one more for the good guys.